One thing all millionaires have in common is that they all have discovered strategies to increase their productivity and make the most of each day. The wealthiest millionaires have figured out how to achieve this without turning into workaholics. It is challenging to walk the fine line between mastering time management and letting work and time rule your life. But if you want to amass riches and be able to enjoy it, you must figure out how to maintain full-blown efficiency without suffering from severe burnout. You're extremely lucky if you are seeing this video right now, because in this video, you'll discover the fine art of how millionaires attain maximum productivity while making sure they still have time for everything if you start applying these 12 lessons to your everyday work habits right away. What are you waiting for? Let's get started. Starting with number 12. Maintain a laser-like focus on your main objectives. Too many objectives can be confusing and prevent you from completing any of them. Millionaires focus on a small number of key objectives at once, typically no more than 3, in order to avoid taking on too much. You can have a lot of significant objectives in mind. Prioritize the tasks you wish to complete first, and list the remaining ones for a future date. You can stay productive and avoid taking on too much by focusing on 3 main objectives, going on to the next one once you've completed them. On number 11, develop your willpower. Top-performing millionaires exercise a lot of self-control and self-discipline because they are aware that this is the most effective approach to finishing their work and still have time to spare. Your resolve to stay on the task must be stronger than your want to engage in other activities when you need to be at your best. Being in charge of oneself enables us to reach our maximum potential for productivity. Disciplined people don't get distracted easily. This does not imply that you work non-stop all day. Breaks are crucial, but it's crucial to understand that you are the only one holding you back. Millionaires are aware of the importance of turning out background noise when trying to concentrate. Moving forth, number 10. Establish routines that promote productivity. Millionaires are productive and successful because they cultivate positive habits that help them do so. They frequently arise early to start the day off right. They frequently orient their actions around achieving one overarching major aim each day. They utilize any window of time to complete tasks, whether it's a 5-minute window for sending an email or a 15-minute window for reviewing reports or making a brief phone call. They are aware that if you make the most of your time, you can do a lot. On number 9, to achieve maximum efficiency, use automation. Tech-savvy millionaires are aware that automation is a simple way to increase productivity. At times, using technology is simpler than depending on people. Data backup, accounting, and some marketing and human resources tasks are just a few examples of tasks that can be automated when they are part of a repeated process. Making sure your business is already operating profitably is crucial, otherwise automation will just make any issues you have worse. Automation has many advantages, including time saving, increased productivity, resource liberation, and less labor workload. On the next one, allow time for intense work. Even for a billionaire, it is simple to get stuck into everyday craziness of work. Putting out fires, responding to emails, and attending meetings. The most prosperous people, however, are aware that in order to be as productive as possible, essential initiatives must be given the time and focus they require. Successful millionaires understand that they need to set aside time to give their full attention to challenging initiatives. They allocate specific times for their mind to engage in deep activity. This may be several hours of unbroken concentration on the subject at hand with no interruptions from phones, emails, or visitors dropping by to speak. They are able to achieve their greatest breakthroughs and make significant progress towards their objectives during that time. On number 6, think carefully about the opportunities you should take. It is tempting to take advantage of any opportunity that presents itself. But millionaires know that if they try to do it all, they will soon become overwhelmed and will not be able to perform any of their duties at their best of abilities. Think carefully about which opportunities match you best and have the most potential. Does the opportunity align with your larger goals and improve your chances of realizing your aspirations? If not, you might not want to make the decision. On number 5, take a break for lunch. Millionaires don't eat their lunch at their desks while chowing down. They make sure to give themselves a noon break so they can use it for other things other than just eating. A lunch break is a terrific opportunity to go outside and get some exercise or just enjoy the sunshine and vitamin D. By sharing a meal and engaging in a conversation outside of work, lunch is also a fantastic time to network and get to know your co-workers and colleagues. Find a quiet area to nap during a lunch break if you're feeling tired and have trouble focusing on the task at hand. You may never know, but a 20-minute nap can be very beneficial. Number 4. Plan your day to be successful. If there is one thing that millionaires and successful individuals have in common, it is that they all plan their day for optimum productivity. They work on their most significant assignments for the first 2 hours of the day. After that, they might take a break and check their email, but they immediately get to work on the next, most crucial duty. A to-do list that specifies their schedule and tasks for the following day is created at the end of the day by successful people. They make sure to stay focused on their top priorities. On number 3, do not be reluctant to refuse. Even millionaires experience pressure to accept any work that is presented to them. After all, nobody wants to appear obstinate, unhelpful, or lethargic. However, successful people are aware that their capacity to say no will allow them to focus their attention and actually perform at peak productivity. Realistically, you won't be able to do every assignment to a high standard. Your attention will be more evenly distributed the more tasks you have on your plate. Tell people what you can handle up front without lying or treating them disrespectfully. Directness is crucial when stating that you lack the capacity to do more. Moving on, number 2. Schedule some downtime. Productivity requires focus and effort, yet no one can work non-stop. Millionaires understand when to take a break and when to stop working for the day. Everyone needs downtime to refresh their minds and get some peaceful time during the day. You are not working efficiently and productively as you could be when you're anxious or agitated. Giving yourself time to unwind, breathe, express gratitude, and practice self-care is essential to achieving your highest level of concentration and productivity at work. On number 1, discover what functions best for you. Millionaires don't become successful by adhering to social conventions. They accept the fact that they behave and work in various ways. Some individuals may be skilled at responding to emails while performing other tasks. Some people insist on concentrating on one item at once. While some people would like to work in the evenings, others could rise early. While keeping an open mind to time management tips, spend some time figuring out your own best strategies. If a productivity trick doesn't work for you, try another, but don't give up until you feel your performance is at its peak. There is no strict guideline for productivity. Instead, it's all about what works. The most successful people nevertheless appear to do more in a day than most of us do in a week, despite the fact that time tends to fly by. One example is Marcus Lemonis. On individualized note card, Marcus Lemonis created knockout lists. According to the entrepreneur and star of CNBC's The Prophet, I get up in the morning and I make a list of the 5 things I want to get done in that day. And without exception, I have to get those 5 things done. If I end up getting some things in addition to be done, great, but I always have my knockout list. She continues saying, I just physically write it down. I have little cards in my closet in my basement. They're long, narrow cards with my name on top. They make it really cool paper airplanes. So when I'm done with them at the end of the day, I like to make paper airplanes out of them. Another example is of a Greek-American author, Arianna Huffington, who takes time to pause. The author and entrepreneur makes sure to take breaks during the day, especially for meals. Take a colleague and go to the cafeteria, or go to a table away from your desk in your office to have lunch. Huffington says, even if you take 20 minutes to do that, it's more recharging than what so many of us do, which is eating lunch while working. Taking pauses not only boosts productivity, but also decreases stress. She says, it just makes a difference on how the rest of your day goes. So, what are your views on these tricks? Let us know in the comment section below. Also, let us know if you start practicing them and the results of them as well. Well, if you liked this video, like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell for more updates from our channel.